The nuclear disaster has contaminated the world's largest ocean in only 5 years, and it's still leaking 300 tons of radioactive waste every day. What was the most dangerous nuclear disaster in world history? Most people would say the Chernobyl nuclear disaster in Ukraine, but they'd be wrong. In 2011, an earthquake, believed to be an aftershock of the 2010 earthquake in Chile, created a tsunami that caused a meltdown at the TEPCO nuclear power plant in Fukushima, Japan. 3 nuclear reactors melted down, and what happened next was the largest release of radiation into the water in the history of the world. Over the next 3 months, radioactive chemicals, some in even greater quantities than Chernobyl, leaked into the Pacific Ocean. However, the numbers may actually be much higher, as Japanese official estimates have been proven by several scientists to be flawed in recent years. If that weren't bad enough, Fukushima continues to leak an astounding 300 tons of radioactive waste into the Pacific Ocean every day. It will continue to do so indefinitely, as the source of the leak cannot be sealed, as it is inaccessible to both humans and robots due to extremely high temperatures. It should come as no surprise, then, that Fukushima has contaminated the entire Pacific Ocean in just 5 years. This could easily be the worst environmental disaster in human history, and it is almost never talked about by politicians, establishment scientists, or the news. It is interesting to note that TEPCO is a subsidiary of General Electric, also known as GE, one of the largest companies in the world, which has considerable control over numerous news corporations and politicians alike. Could this possibly explain the lack of news coverage Fukushima has received in the last 5 years? There is also evidence that GE knew about the poor condition of the Fukushima reactors for decades and did nothing. This led 1,400 Japanese citizens to sue GE for their role in the Fukushima nuclear disaster. Even if we can't see the radiation itself, some parts of North America's western coast have been feeling the effects for years. Not long after Fukushima, fish in Canada began bleeding from their gills, mouths, and eyeballs. This disease has been ignored by the government and has decimated native fish populations, including the North Pacific herring. Elsewhere in Western Canada, independent scientists have measured a 300% increase in the level of radiation. According to them, the amount of radiation in the Pacific Ocean is increasing every year. Why is this being ignored by the mainstream media? It might have something to do with the fact that the US and Canadian governments have banned their citizens from talking about Fukushima so people don't panic. Further south in Oregon, USA, starfish began losing legs and then disintegrating entirely when Fukushima radiation arrived there in 2013. Now, they are dying in record amounts, putting the entire oceanic ecosystem in that area at risk. However, government officials say Fukushima is not to blame, even though radiation in Oregon tripled after Fukushima. In 2014, radiation on California beaches increased by 500%. In response, government officials said that the radiation was coming from a mysterious unknown source and was nothing to worry about. However, Fukushima is having a bigger impact than just the west coast of North America. Scientists are now saying that the Pacific Ocean is already radioactive and is currently at least 5 to 10 times more radioactive than when the US government dropped numerous nuclear bombs in the Pacific during and after World War II.
Story we're going to tell today. I've been working on it for a couple of days. I've been heartbroken trying to understand, why we don't talk about the actual issue. But anyway, rash of dead humpback whales, corpses of sea lions, birds, sea turtles decomposing, fears for whales encountering radiation hot spots, blah, blah, blah. We're going to play another set of little videos, it's about a minute long, about these birds. First, here's a video that I took. Zoe barks at the end of it. I'm going to play it anyway. I was trying to get her to quiet it down, so I wanted to get the sound. And so when E&E News has this headline, government declares disaster over diseased and dying fish, a sudden unexpected large decrease in population. What do you see here? These are authentic pictures before and after the same spot in British Columbia, Canada. Once again, it's all available up at the Nuclear Proctologist, very high quality. I'm a shitty photographer, by the way, and I fuck up. 260 days, 15,000 miles, but there is enough clean pictures, good pictures there. They eat seals, of course, they eat sea lions. We all know this, but so why are they out there saying they survive on salmon when that's a fucking lie? Because they're desperate to cover it up.
Years after the Fukushima nuclear disaster, ocean waters off the West Coast are testing positive now for radioactive elements. How concerned should we be by that? New tests have revealed that the radiation from Fukushima is getting closer and closer to the west coast of the United States. The Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution is reporting that an August sample of ocean water taken off the coast of Vancouver, British Columbia, tested positive for cesium-134, one of the radioactive elements released as a result of the Fukushima disaster.